Hey, and welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our journey to 250,000 subscribers. So if you like what you see, just hit subscribe and share with a friend. So I want to show you how Harris and Walz, how they've been doing since the incredible debate where Kamala knocked Trump out cold. And I showed this recent video, and I want to show it again because I believe it to be so important. And what is that video? It's a clip of Harris's crowd at her recent rally in Greensboro, North Carolina. Show the clip.
Yeah, we're doing this. Yes, we're doing this. We are doing this. Good evening. Oh, it's good to be back.
It's not just the crowd size that's getting under Trump's skin. It's the energy, the enthusiasm, and the roar of the crowd that is right now driving Donald insane. And why? Because that's not the same enthusiasm that he sees at his rallies. All right? It's a fact. It's a fact. And here's exactly what Trump had to say about Kamala Harris's crowd size, and you'll understand. You'll understand if you listen to the responses by the crowd, the difference in the enthusiasm, in the momentum that her crowds are versus his. Play the clip.
He said, how great was my speech tonight? Did you see the size of that crowd? Oh, by the way, her crowds are zero. Her crowd, she's got no crowds. They bus the people in. They pay buses to bring people. Nobody here rode in on a bus, I guarantee you that, unless you own it.
Right. Did you hear what I was saying? Did you listen to the responses of the audience as von Schitzenpants lies to them over and over and over? It's what Kamala Harris said during the debate, that he doesn't see things the way the rest of the world sees things, that he makes this stuff up again and again and again. And you can't trust him. You can't even trust him to discuss something like crowd size. Imagine instead of, again, talking about some sort of policy or something that the American people, that the rally goers want to hear. No, he wants to sit there and, again, disparage and denigrate Kamala Harris on the size of her crowd, when all you need to do is open your eyes, open your ears, and listen to the roar of that crowd. Look for yourself as they pan it around. Originally, do you remember when Donald said that it was all AI, that there's really nobody even there? How about some of the videos of Donald Trump waving to people as he's coming off the airplane onto the tarmac, and there's nobody there? They're just doing it so that they can make a video. Or he comes out of Trump Tower, he goes to the right, and he starts waving to people, and then by whatever stupid coincidence, somebody actually was there, and they took a panoramic of Trump coming out of it, and there's nobody that he's waving to. Right? Do you understand the concept of deflection? That's what he's doing here too. Why? Nobody knows. That's not what wins a general election. Whatever. Anyway, here's Kamala talking about Trump's healthcare plan. You're going to love this as much as I do. Play the clip.
He wants to get rid of it. And as he said in the debate, he made clear he has no plan to replace it. In fact, you remember? Concept. You remember? He has, quote, concepts of a plan. Concepts of a plan. I mean, we're 54 days from this election. Concepts of a plan. Which means no actual plan.
Yeah. Again, you hear the roaring of the crowd laughing at him. And I want to be very clear about something. Somebody who knows Trump better than anybody, the one thing he hates more than anything is being laughed at, being called out as a fool. It drives him batshit crazy. It's the one thing that you cannot get away from if in fact that you're in that room and Donald Trump is being made a fool out of. It's probably why people like La Savita or Alina Habba or some of the lawyers where they were laughing at Donald Trump, why you see them sidelined right now. But anyway, look, I can go into Trump's, narcissistic sociopathy, the id, the ego, the super ego, all smashed into one very, very fragile human being, right? I mean, he has a fragile ego, plain and simple. But next, Kamala starts talking about her plan for tax cuts in comparison to Trump's, which again makes absolutely no sense. Let's play that clip.
My plan is to give a $50,000 tax deduction for startup businesses. Because I understand not everybody, like the person that was on the stage with me the other night, gets handed $400 million on a silver platter and then files for bankruptcy 6 times. Come on.
I mean, look, facts hurt. And Donald will turn around and say, my father didn't give me that. He gave me a small amount of money and he turned it into many, many billions and billions and billions of dollars, right? But here's the problem. Here's what we know, thanks to our unsinkable New York Attorney General Tish James, that the statement of financial condition is as much bullshit as what it is that, spews out of that gaping anus under Trump's nose. It's all lies. It's all bullshit. I mean, his apartment, the one that he claimed was 33,000 square feet, it's like 11,000 square feet. Is it worth $197 million? Not in this lifetime or any other. And that's just one aspect. His property in Katona, Bedford, what is it, $300-something million? I don't know, the most expensive property in the same street. Bigger house, but maybe, not as big property, 40 million, 35 million. Now, I'm not saying that that's some cheap house. It is not, but it's also not $300 million. Over inflation? Sure. Is that what Donald did? Absolutely. Is he worth billions and billions? No. In fact, somebody did an article. You should Google this. Would Donald Trump be richer today if he just took the money that his father gave to him and put it into treasury bills? And the answer is yes. And they did an annualized calculation of what he would be worth today. Now, I find that to be fascinating. But anyway, as I finish this, lastly, Walz was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And here he is, Tim Walz, discussing the recent debate. This guy's classic. Play the video.
Kamala Harris was able to, within a matter of a few seconds, use this guy's inflated ego and narcissism to bait him into melting down on a national stage in front of 60 million. You don't think Vladimir Putin could do that? You don't think Xi Jinping could do that? You don't think that folks who are looking to flatter this guy as he shakes down our allies like it's some type of racket operation, rather than standing with our allies?
I mean, I haven't heard anybody say it more concisely, more accurately than Tim Walz. It's what I've been saying literally since I started my Mea Culpa podcast 4 years ago. All you need to do is flatter the guy. Let me give you a perfect example. And again, because I was there, because I know the guy better than anyone, Vladimir Putin went out and said that Donald Trump is a really smart guy and a great businessman. So Donald Trump, of course, has to reciprocate and says that he's a genius, that Vladimir Putin is a genius, and that he runs this country with an iron fist and the people love him. It's one big giant circle jerk. with Trump in the dead center doing that stupid dance of his. This is absolutely insane. All you need to do is flatter the guy and you own him. It's amazing. But then that's where the grift will start. And he will 100% sell the country down because he's a transactional kind of guy. He'll sell the country down the road for himself. Because again, he's not running for the presidency because he cares about America or his slogan to make America great again. No. His is soup. SOOP. Staying out of prison. That's all he cares about. He's running to stay out of prison. And if you don't see that, there's something seriously wrong. He doesn't, and he has no intention on doing anything to benefit anybody else's life except for himself. And it's why I will end this episode as I do all by saying there is no choice here. If you care about the Constitution, if you care about the rule of law, if you care about getting back to some sense of unity in this country instead of the divisive chaos that Trump and J.D. Vance bring, the decision is clear. You must vote Harris Walz in 2024. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.